Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Crafts. I'm Linda Cullen from Crafty Stampin'. Thank you for joining me today on Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Yay. Let's quickly jump in and show you what we're going to make today. We're making this really fun, kind of used for any occasion card from the stamp set All Good Things. Got these beautiful koi fishes. These are Stampin' Up's new, I think they call them the dynamic stamp sets. They have real nice texture to them and everything, and when you look at the stamp itself, it doesn't look like there's much detail on it, but it really creates these beautiful images. So this is what we're going to be playing with today. So good morning, everybody, and thank you for popping on. So let's quickly jump through and go over what our giveaways for today are. So today, while you are watching this broadcast, if you leave a comment, you will be entered to win the 1/8 gold ribbon, and we will pick the winner for that at the very end of this broadcast. If you are not lucky enough to win the gold ribbon, or you are watching this later, either on Facebook or YouTube, you can be entered in to win the Seasoned with Kindness stamp set. This is a Hostess set. They're extra special because you either have to be a hostess of a workshop or put in a pretty big order. So these are kind of rare. This one's real pretty. It's a multi-step stamping process. And I will pick the winner for that on the 26th, so next Friday. So I have a series of Fridays this month. Thursdays just were not working out for me this month. And if you share this video, and you can share it to a group, to your personal page, onto Pinterest or whatever, and just type the comment shared with the D, you will get a second entry to win the Seasoned with Kindness. I'm knocking on wood. I think I am over the hurdle, I hate to say these words, of my giveaway picking process of the winner. So we'll hope that those worries are behind us, at least for a little bit. So with that, let's pick was it last week? When was the 12th? Last Friday's winner. This is for the Warm Hearted stamp set. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. The Warm Hearted stamp set, which is another Hostess set. I got a whole bunch of Hostess sets lately, so that's going to be what the giveaways are for a while. And I have to find, where's random.org on my computer. So you will see everyone listed here, and these are all the names of people who left comments on either this Facebook broadcast or the YouTube. And a reminder, if you are watching this on Facebook, but on one that someone has shared, click the Crafty Stampin', Linda Cullen Crafty Stampin', and you need to leave a comment on the video that is playing on the Crafty Stamping page. Facebook does not give me all the names of, if you leave it on on the group or whatever, you have to actually click through. So I thank you for doing that, and I want to make sure everyone kind of sees their names here uber quickly as I scroll through. I thank you all, because these names, the list gets longer every time, so I thank everybody. So what I'm going to do is I am going to hit randomize, and whatever name pops up on the very top will be our winner of the Warm Hearted stamp set. And it is Diana Mahar. I hope I pronounced that correct. This is always a how well can Linda pronounce names test, and it's usually not well. So Diana, if you head, how about this? If you head over to Crafty Stampin', come up to the menu, specials, then giveaway, you will find a claim your prize button. If anyone, so here we go. Oh, and yeah, it brings up the form. If anyone ever has trouble, I say this once in a while, unless I see everybody has a problem. If you have problems, you see comments and no video or no sound, and always try to log out of Facebook or log out of the video and come back in. Facebook is an ever-changing animal, and I try to explain to some people, just think every one of us has at least one account, and then there's multiple pages and multiple groups and live video showing. It's going to have a bug here and there. So it's usually more what the feed is trying to get to you. So try log out, log back in. That usually fixes it for people. Like I have multiple devices I'm watching on, so I can read your comments, and I can see very few comments on some, and the other one's full. It's Facebook. So I thank everybody. So let me quick, because I see a bunch more people have jumped on. Here is the project we're going to start working on in a minute, but I wanted to give people a chance to pop on first. And what is going on in Stampin' Up? So upcoming, I don't know if you guys have seen this. This is the Snowflake Showcase. This is currently available for pre-order for demonstrators. It is available if you wish to join Stampin' Up. So if you want to join my Crafty Stampin' crew, my growing downline, you can add all these items into your starter kit. And the starter kit is a great deal. It's probably our best bundle. You pick whatever you want in it. You get $125 worth of product for $99 with free shipping. And you just get to buy at 20% off till, you know, and then if you want to stay. If you want to go, and continue to be a customer. It's a great deal. But the Snowflake Showcase will be available to all customers starting on November 1st. And if you want to see those products close up and see all the prices and whatever, in the link above, if you're watching Facebook, it'll be in the link below if you're watching YouTube later. You can see on my webpage all the details along with this. Really, these dies are gorgeous. And that's really it for right now. So let's jump down to the table. Like usual, in about an hour, I will have a blog post recap, and in that will be a downloadable PDF with the picture, the cut sizes, a link back to that web page, and all the supplies that I'm going to use, and a place that you can take notes, so you don't have to take notes right now. So, whew, all right, let's get stamping. Of course, I have to admit, I made this card like 2 or 3 months ago for something, and it's been a busy week, so I didn't have time to come up with something. So I'm like, oh, I'll just make this. I had to print out my instructions so that I remember the proper order to do this. So we'll see if I stick to it. It's always a challenge. It is always a challenge with me alone to make sure I just don't go rogue on my own projects. So this is Night of Navy. I've just folded it, and we're going to put that aside for a minute. All right, I have another panel of Night of Navy, and I'm going to find all my pieces and parts. This is the Seaside embossing folder, and so we're going to put this in here and grab the Big Shot. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. And, oh, I lost my camera. Let's see. All right, give you a little bit more room to see. I'm going to remove the thin die adapter because I don't need that for embossing folders. And this is a normal embossing folder, i.e. not dynamic. So I do need 2 cutting plates. So I'm going to stick that through here. Ooh. And I'm going to actually put it in there correctly. This is a 6-inch one, which is the width of the Big Shot. So you got to make sure it's in there right in the middle. There we go. All right. So there we go. So this is one of those folders that sometimes I have an intention to like, oh, I want to attach it this way, and I turn it over to put the snail on it, and I go, oh, wait a minute. I actually now want to attach it this direction. So we'll make a decision in a minute. I'm not sure which way I want up. I like them. I like both. All right, so let's stamp. All right, so when you get, this is the All Good Things stamp set. Let's see if I can get the glare off of it for you. It's got 6 stamps in it. These two, this is one stamp. The fish and this greeting says good fortune, success, prosperity, longevity, perseverance, ambition, and courage. That really could be used for many occasions, are one. And so I like more flexibility when I'm stamping. So I cut them apart. You can always, if you don't like to, I know some people just like, I'm not taking scissors to my stamps. No way in heck. You can always use some painter's tape and mask off one or the other when you're stamping the other one. But cutting them apart's not so hard. You just make sure you don't cut the words. But that's what I did to make this a lot easier for myself. So I'm going to start by stamping the larger koi fish here. Actually, let me move this over here. And I'm going to ink him up first with Mango Melody. Okay. All right. I want to make sure he's good and mangoed. All right. So next, I'm going to take pumpkin pie and a trusty sponge dauber, and I'm going to add pumpkin pie to some various areas of the fish. And of course, the only thing is you really can't tell how much and where. So it's sort of a leap of faith, and it's a surprise. They'll all look a little different, which is kind of cool. So now I'm doing the same thing with Poppy Parade. This one you can see a little better. All right, let's see what we have done. Let me close this up first. All right. All right, so turn him down. So I'm going to stick him in this lower right-hand corner. Actually, I kind of had to stand like this. There we go. I love doing that because just look how kind of all the different colors are kind of so bright and metal. Oh, look, I got a boo-boo in the middle. Oh, embellishment location. Oopsie. All right. Now I'm going to take the smaller koi, and what am I doing with which colors? Hold on. So I told you I had to print out my instructions. Hold on. Reading instructions. Oh, okay. So he doesn't get any mango. So we're going to start with pumpkin pie with him. Let's see if I can not get any issues, boo-boos with him. And oops, Poppy again. And another sponge dauber. And where'd my sample go? All right. Okay, let's be surprised with this one. Okay. Oop, there we go. So I'm going to stick him up here. There we go. So I think the stamps themselves, like I said, these are I think, dynamic. Is that I'm probably using the wrong word. And of course, it's not on here. Stamps give a lot of depth, but I think mixing the colors like this adds to that as well. All right, so let's start to put together our pieces here. Small one to cover the boo. I could have done that. I'm gonna come up with something with the boo-boo. We'll see. I gotta think about that while we work on it. All right, I'm gonna put this one distinctive. Thank you. I'm like, I know I'm close, but I bet I'm wrong. Distinctive. So cool. Thank you there, Marianne. All right, so I am going to grab my snail, which is here. Do I have a clock ticking? You know, someone asked me that last time. I don't know what, is it something I'm hitting? We got to figure out what is ticking. I don't know what's ticking. Oh, I do know what it is. There is a clock next to my microphone. And I'm like, it's not ticking. I literally have to look at the second hand to hear it. I think I talked about that last time. I'm going to move it away from the microphone. How's that? Never thought of that because I don't hear it tick. Alrighty. Light dawns on Marblehead. Do you have a clock? I don't have a clock. No, there's just a clock next to the microphone. Brilliant. All right. So with some of the more depthful embossing folders, when I put them down, I like to have snail, which will hold it immediately, and then I'll put some of the Tombow to, I find the Tombow will get into the grooves of the embossing folder and hold it long term, if that makes sense at all. Mystery solved. Yeah, sorry about that. Do you have a clock? No, I don't have a clock. I just have a clock right there. Alrighty. Okay, so we're going to put this here. Blonde moments. Even though my blondes aren't real. Alrighty. So I'm going to add some dimensionals to the back. This is Mango Melody. Oh, jeez. Here we go. There we go. All right, and I'm going to put this on an angle like this. Now I'm going to put the fish on the opposite angle. So I think I'm just going to put some snail in the middle so it attaches to the mango. And there goes my phone. And I forgot to shut off. Ugh, my phone. I'm sorry. Please. Okay. Of course, I can't get to the one in the living room. Come on back on. Please tell me you're back on. All right. Oh, it's so musical here. If it's not a clock ticking, it's the phone ringing. Woo. All right. So there is our base. So let's work on our greeting. So I got another piece of Whisper White. And I'm going to take... No, I'm not going to take that. I am taking Night of Navy. And this is the greeting that I cut away from the large, make sure this is working over here, from the large koi fish. So this is this one that I cut off. All right, ink that up in navy. And stamp that. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to use, this is foliage frames. A lot of the dies that came out in the, actually both the annual catalog and the holiday catalog, they are, a lot of them have a unique label die. So this is the one that is in the foliage frame, and we're going to use that one right now to cut this out. Oh, bring back the big shot. Zoom you back out. All right, and I need, there we go. So I need the thin die adapter back in. I'm going to put this down. I do not want to put this in the middle. I'm going to slide it to the side a bit, as much as I can. I find sometimes it's a little more interesting when things aren't centered. So let's run this bad boy through. All right. Okay, so there is that. So I'm going to set that aside for a minute. And, oops, I'm dropping stuff on the floor. we'll pick that up later. So here is Scrap Poppy Parade, and I'm going to run this through 2 times. So I get 2 pieces of poppy. Probably don't really need them, but to do both, I could probably cut 1 and use 1, but I'm going to do 2. So 1 and 2. There we go. And I think that's all we need with the big shot. All right, so here's my greeting. So what I want to do is, I use tape to hold down for my big shot dies. I use Post-it notes, and I will tell you, I buy the knockoffs because they're cheaper and they're not as sticky. Some of my these colors are actual Post-its. These are Staples brand. They don't have as much stick to them, which means I can only use them once, but they don't damage the paper at all. Sometimes the actual Post-it note brand will pull up paper. Okay. So what I want to do, because there's only 1 die, this isn't a nesting die, and I want to make it look like it has a larger frame on it. So what I'm going to do is attach this to the back. Whoops, let's bring this in so you can really see what I'm doing. So I'm going to cut these up to kind of make it look like there's a full frame. So that's why I said I probably don't need 2, but we're going to wing it. So actually, so first I'm going to, where'd my snail? So add snail to this. And, oops. You know what I need to do? I'm going to cut that off completely, so I did not need it. I'm going to do this. All right. So I'm going to eyeball where I want it. And then push down. All right. So there's the one side. Now I need top and bottom. So I'm going to take this one. I'm going to cut it in half this way. So this one is going to go, whoops, like this. I can actually go like that. We'll go like that. All right, so whoops, I'm going to add snail here. I'm going to try and line this up with the exact same amount of reveal as I have on the side, and then I'm going to repeat once more. So you can see what I'm doing. My thumbnail. There we go. So there is my greeting. So now what I want to do is I'm going to attach that here, but I'm going to take, this is the copper trim ribbon, and this is how it comes off the roll. It's just like a thin ribbon, but what's fun about it is you can actually take it and kind of pull it apart. And it starts to look, it looks really cool with cards that have a ocean theme, because it kind of can look even very kind of netting, you know, like fisherman's net or what have you. So I'm going to kind of pull this apart a wee bit. Let's see how, maybe this is what we'll get. All right, I'm going to make this longer than I made the other one. We'll see if I can cover up my boo-boo with this. All right. And it's just simple. It's just going back, pulling, kind of pulling it apart. It is a metal, kind of, so it's quite malleable. All right. So, come on. All right, so what I did on my original card was I attached this to the back, kind of like this, and then attached this here. But what I'm wondering is I want to put this here. So if that's there, what if I, just wondering if I kind of went up and over. No, I'm going to stick with the way I did it before. I'll find a different way to fix my boo-boo. All right, so I'm just going to add snail to the back. And to that, I'm going to stick the ribbon. Add a little more snail. Attach the ribbon like that. All right, so there's my ribbon. All right, so now, let's see, how did I do? I did do dimensionals. All right, so now we're gonna add some dimensionals to the back. Whoops, we're not gonna add all of the dimensionals to the back. That's the first time I've had them come off like that. Wow. Let's go. Wow. Hold on, I've got more dimensionals on my hand than I need. All right. All right. Come on, backings. There we go. All right. So I want this to go right about there. All right. So I'm going to turn this over. Let's see. I'm going to detach my ribbon from right where I'm going to cut, so I cut it separately. All right, so we're going to... All right, custom trim. There we go. All right, and I'm going to take my extra ribbon. I'm going to take a glue dot. See, this is, I'm winging it. I didn't do this for the original card. I'm going to stick this under here with the glue dot. And then I'm going to take this end of the ribbon, stick it in there. There we go. Okay. You can fix anything with a glue dot and a pokey tool. It's my motto, and I'm sticking with it. All right, so there is that. Now, on my original card, I've taken clear rhinestones. There we go. Clear rhinestones, and I colored them with the dark Poppy Parade colored blends. But now I got a boo-boo to hide. Let's see. I think we're gonna go bigger. Oh, let's see. So these are the clear faceted gems. Whoops. And I am going to color them with Poppy, and let's see what happens. All right. Actually, let's do the nib side, see if that works faster. Things look better in 3, so I got to color 3 of them. All right. So where'd my paper piercing tool go? Here we go. All right, so I now need to put one right there. Bye-bye, boo-boo. I'm gonna put this one down here. And I'm gonna put that one there. There we go. So that's how I fix my boo-boo. So you could do either, you can do the rhinestones, or you can, these are the clear faceted gems. So, and the fun thing is with the blends, you can pretty much color anything. I could have colored the pearls, whatever. They make a nice, ad and custom colored. So we're gonna do our giveaway now. So thank you, everybody. Let me remind everybody what we are giving away. So I'm about to pick for the 1/8 gold ribbon. So if you haven't had a chance to comment yet, please just pop on. You can just say hi, whatever. That's what gets you entered into the giveaway. If you don't win, or you are watching this later on Facebook or YouTube, you can leave a comment on either location, and I will pick for the Seasoned with Kindness stamp set on the broadcast on the 26th. If you share this video to another Facebook group, another Pinterest or anything, leave another comment that says shared with a D, and you will get a second entry in to win that contest giveaway. So let's head over to my new giveaway page. I have to hit this yellow button, which will pull in my names. It's what I forgot to do before. All right, I'm going to hit start, and whichever name pops up will be the winner of the 1/8 gold ribbon. Bum, ba, ba, and it is Lou Ellen Watts, who joined late. So Lou Ellen, congratulations. Head over to, where am I? CraftyStampin.com. And that's not where I want to go. Right here. And if you go after Crafty Stampin', go on the menu specials, giveaways, and there is a big old button. Click here to claim your prize. Click on that, and it'll take you to the form to fill out the prize claim form. And I thank everybody for joining me today. I hope you liked the card. About a half hour, I will have the recap blog post up with the downloadable PDF. And I will be back on Tuesday with Tammy and the Stampin' Scoop, and that will be at noon. So thank you, everybody, for joining me, and I will see you next week. Have a great weekend. Bye.